All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. A couple of things. We do have a new phone. I'm using a new camera. It does have image stabilization, so it is a little bit better than my last phone. Currently on the Pixel 6, so hopefully everything comes out pretty well. I did do the beginning of the other video with this phone, so there was a little bit of kind of back and forth with that. When I get it on the screen and start editing it, I'll see how it looks. The one yesterday looked pretty good when I did the recording for the intro. So I still have the Ducati, just kind of, this is an update video. So we have the Ducati still. We have the, my wife has her V-Star. Basically, with the way that the temperatures have been this year, I haven't been able to ride much. I'm not used to this type of temperatures. It's been 100 degrees pretty much every day since, I want to say May, maybe June. So I'm not used to the heat, being from the East Coast. So yeah, I haven't been able to ride. I haven't been able to do any videos. I need to dig the GoPro out and maybe get a mic. I do want to do some riding. I have a few topics I want to cover while I'm riding around. The battery is dead on it. The battery, I'm pretty sure, is the original battery from when the bike was new. So there is that. I do plan at some point, I mean, it's probably not going to be anywhere in the near future, but I would like to get something else and get away from the Ducati. I do miss my four-cylinder Japanese bikes. I really miss inline fours. I'd like to get another 600 or maybe a 750. Really, any more than that. Liter bikes are cool. They're not my thing. I like 600s. I like the way they feel. I like the way they ride, and I'm very comfortable with those. So that's that. The V-Star's here. It's fine. The battery may need to be charged, but other than that, it's good. One of the big things I wanted to cover is the topic that the Subaru is gone. I did the video. I did the intro yesterday, at least for me, it was yesterday. I did some editing, put it all together, doing my finals, like my review of my Ambot tuned. If you haven't seen that, check it out. He did a really good job. Now, a couple of things I do want to say. The car was tuned by Ambot for a few months. I was probably 2 or 3 months in, completely tuned, no issues, no knock. His tune was great. It's not a... There's nothing wrong with the Subaru. The Subaru was fine. The STI was fine. I traded it. It sold within a week of being on the lot. What it came down to was I got a really good trade-in for it. I actually sold it for more than I paid for it. So number one, that was great. And number two, the car that I got was something I wanted, but it wasn't... It's not necessarily something that everyone loves. And it was a 2021... that was built late 2022, and it was kind of a holdover. They were trying to get rid of it, so it was actually below sticker price, which any other time I wouldn't care, but in the current market, it's absolutely absurd, the price of cars. So I did get a new car. I will show that here. Let the hate begin. I got a 2021 Mustang GT 5.0, obviously. It is the premium package. It does have the factory 20s, which will go. The car's lowered. It's on SNR springs. I did that within a week of buying the car. SNR, I'm not sure. I think they're a subsidiary of American Muscle. The price was good. They had good reviews. They were cheap. And eventually I'm going coilovers anyway, so spoiler alert. It was tinted when I bought it. I will unlock it. It is a 5-speed or 6-speed technically. So it's a manual car, leather interior, digital dash, heated and cooled seats. I think it's the 9-inch screen. I'm not sure what size the screen is. Has a little LEDs, which are kind of cool. I'm not sure why they're blue. They're supposed to be purple. It does have these, which I don't care for, but whatever. And then that wing. I didn't get the performance pack. They didn't have any performance packs. I wasn't really that set on having one. All right, so I was looking for a 10R80 or an A10 trans. There was none anywhere in the area that I looked. It was There was one. It was a blue. It was this new blue that they come out with. I think it was last year's antimatter blue. It basically looks black. It's a beautiful color. It just wasn't exactly what I wanted. However, it all kind of worked out because I test drove an antimatter blue one that was a manual, which I liked, but it was used and the paint was ruined. They had the one antimatter blue that had the 10 speed. Actually, when I got there, they had just taken it out on the test drive and it sold before I could do anything. So there was none there. I think they had one used one, but it was the paint was pretty beat. It was swirled up. It wasn't, the paint wasn't great. It was going to take a lot of work to get it back where it needed to be. So, and it was more expensive than this, and it had less options. So, wasn't gonna do that. Did find a 2016 that was it had the 6-speed. I think that's the 6R80. I'm wanting to say, could be wrong. Found that, and it was in pretty good shape. However, the dealership wanted to play some games, and when I emailed them for it, they quoted me a price way higher on the website or than what the website had, and then I immediately called them out on it, and then they told me it wasn't available. My wife emailed them, and then they told her it was. So they wanted to play games, so I'm not going to buy a car there. So anyway, back to this. 6-speed manual. I'm happy with it. I really wanted the 10R80, but I mean, it is what it is. I'm not going to complain. Transmission's cool. I like it. I do enjoy driving manual anyway. Really, the only reason for the 10R80 was I did want to take it to the drag strip, and that car is phenomenal. You can get into the high 10-second marks with intake headers, exhaust, and an E85 tune. So that's the biggest thing. I'm sure you can get pretty close with a manual, but it's just not going to be able to shift as fast. Other than lowering it, cars stock do have some plans for it. Some aesthetic mods. I actually have wheels on the way, which I'm super duper happy about. The issue is I had ordered one set of wheels. They would not fit according to Fitment Industries. So I had to go back to the drawing board and find something else. These are very difficult to get Japanese style wheels for. I'm a huge fan of Japanese style wheels. For example, TE37s, the only ones that'll fit are 20-inch TEs without drilling out the lug holes, because the lug holes on these are 12 mil, or I'm sorry, they're 14 mil on these. Most Japanese cars are 12. So you'd have to run a 20, because I think it's the GTR Black Edition or Nismo has 14 mil lug bolts. So, or lug studs. So it makes it a little bit difficult for this. I did toy with the idea of 57 DRs or 57 CRs raised. Did not get those, spoiler alert. They do fit the 18s, 19s, and 20s. I don't think they make the DRs and 20s or the CRs and 20s, but in 19s, for example, they would fit. I could not find an offset in stock. Wheels are extremely hard to find right now. So yes, I'm happy with what I've got. I'll make a video when they come out. After that, channel's probably going to go a little more silent, not going to be posting as much. I just have some other stuff going on. As I get mods, I'll do it. Obviously, starting with the new platform and buying parts is cool. But I'm not going to be able to buy $5,000 or $10,000 worth of parts overnight. Simple as that. Next thing. So obviously the channel is called Boostin' Bikes. We obviously have bikes. This is obviously not boosted. Maybe some point in 3 or 4 years it might. However, my wife's car is boosted. I don't know if I ever did an update, but we got rid of the Jetta. It was starting to have a couple of issues. I did forget, the car has active exhaust. I did want to cover that real quick. It's super cool. It's got like quiet, normal, sport, and track, and it does open it up quite a bit. One thing I do want to do is get an H pipe. I don't like the X pipe. It's a little too raspy for me, but with an H pipe, it's I think they sound really good, and I don't really want to do a full exhaust if I do an H-pipe. You can get an H-pipe for $150, $200 versus a whole exhaust that's $1,300, $1,400. So far, I'm very happy with it. So that's it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.